Yes, we are live. Nope, nope, nope. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness. Yes.
we
Oh,
got the vibe.
child. Yes, we got the Dr. Love vibe going on.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Oh
We
goodness. What's up? What's up, everybody? I know it's early. We're just tuning in now, but I'm feeling blessed on this Wellness Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month of November.
um,
So I'm just feeling really good. I just give people just a few more minutes to come on. I see some people messaging me now saying that they're about to come on and watch. So I'm excited for tonight, Javon.
I'm excited to
I
hurry up
think
and
this
get
is
on.
our like third interview, right? I think,
Third,
if I
I think we got
remember.
more than
Is
that.
it more than that?
We got history. Like we new to this.
We knew they should have. Hey.
We new to this.
I done lost count, but this is the first one that you're going to be on with me for my live on the Q podcast. This is the first one for that. So, but not our first interview.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fact.
And as you guys join on, anyone who's coming on now, just leave your name or wave so that we can see your comment. We can give you guys, a shout out.
So I'm
okay, Javon, I see it.
Yeah, so
okay, it's there.
So if you could pin that on me, so we definitely we lit in the building. We lit like this. I feel good. I hope everybody feels good because this is going to be a really good one. We got a goodie.
Yeah, so I have the book right here ready. So I guess we can just get started. It's 7:07, lucky 7. I was born on the 7th, so number 7 is the perfect number for tonight. So what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Quadria Marie of On the Q Productions. This is the streaming platform for On the Q Productions called Live on the Q Podcast. So I'm here tonight with my very dear, close friend, motivator, author, empowerment coach. This is so many different names I can give this gentleman, Mr. Javone, Dr. Love Jones. So Javone, would you like to introduce yourself to all the lovely viewers for tonight?
I think you did a great job in interviewing me. You just forgot a couple of things, but you did a great job.
Okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Javone, Dr. Love Jones. I'm an author, speaker, coach.
Yes, we all know each other.
Come on, we from Jersey. We used to live around the corner. You better tell us. I'm an author, speaker, coach, and I'm just excited to be here. I hope everybody is feeling this good energy because we're about to give you an overflow of it. So let's go.
No, keep going. You got him hyped up.
Like your intro. Like I don't need to be long-winded with my intro, but
oh, we got some people coming on, so let me give some shout outs to them as well. What's up, MJ? Thank you for joining. Cliff says, hey, that's right. He said he knows me from Full Sail. Shout out to Full Sail University.
Oh yeah, from Full Sail.
Yes, I love it.
Out here.
Yeah. I love the campus, by the way. I did the classes online, but I wish I kind of was able to go in person after I got to the school, because Winter Park is like a beautiful ass town.
Oh, yes. I know. Like I like Winter Park. I said that's one of the places I would like to own a home in.
Yes, Paul.
Like one of my good peoples out here is a graduate from Full Sail. Yes. So got a couple of people I know out here Full Sail. So.
Yeah, it's a great school. It's just the debt that you're going to be in after, But we out here, we being positive. We got that money mindset, which is a chapter in your book, by the way. So we shouldn't have to worry about student loan debt anymore because we're going to make that money. So we don't have to worry about how much school is going to cost or how much we owe because we're going to make that money. right, Javon? Javon, you better tell them.
See, the thing about money mindset is you have to understand that money is energy, and all you gotta do is tap into that energy, and that's where you're gonna get. So, but we're about to get into all of that.
Yes, so I'm excited. They don't know that you and I can go hours talking about stuff. And I appreciate you wearing my shirt, by the way. I realize you're wearing my previous line, the scholar. Stand up for a second. Stand up so they can see the shirt. Yes, he's representing one of my shirts tonight, which I absolutely love. The Scholar Fights Against Endometriosis. If you guys don't know out there, I'm a big advocate for endometriosis. I'm not going to get into details about that, but I'm definitely all for, women empowerment and just learning about your bodies and your health and all that stuff. So that's why we're on the show tonight, and why I have Dr. Love Jones here is because my On the Q Productions brand is focused on your personal health, wellness, and fitness. And that's what he's all about, especially in his new book that we're going to talk about subtopics tonight. It's called Level Up: How to Start Living Your Best Life Now. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now, today, this very moment. He has the link posted now on Amazon. I know he's going to talk about some other resources later on in the show. But right now, you can get your physical copy right this moment. I absolutely love this book. I actually went through and read 3 chapters at one time because I didn't want to put the book down. That's how interested I was in the story. And not just because he's my friend, but I was like, oh, okay, this is really like interesting. So it's helped me even this past weekend. So I appreciate that, Javon. I really do, man. Yes. Hey, Mom. Mama Brown is on.
Hey, Mom. How you doing, Mom? What's up? Yeah, man.
You like her son out here.
I appreciate that. I'm glad y'all find the book dope. I'm pretty sure. I'm grateful for everybody who supported. Make sure if you haven't got the book, hit that link. Order you some. You can hit me and I sign you a copy. But we're doing it. So just let me know how you want the book, and I got you.
Yes, just let them know, y'all. I got so many different like highlights in this book. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I should start. You can see I don't know if you can see, I got all this little stuff here, my little post-its in here, because I was like, this is some stuff that I really want to go back and look over. Even though I read the book once, this is like one of those books where you have to go back again and just sometimes remind yourself of certain things. So I just wanted to bring up your example. I'm in the first chapter called Process 1, Man in the Mirror. I really liked your example about the human mind and how you compared it to like the CPU of a computer. I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to bring that up. I really love when you talked about loving yourself at all levels. Do you want to talk more about that and loving yourself, like vibrationally? Because you inspired my Instagram post about that.
Yeah, I definitely would love to tap into that because one of the things that we got to realize too is that when you're dealing with the mind, right? The inspiration of the CPU of the computer was inspired by the mind. So every operating aspect of the computer was taken from where your mind works. So how you can do everything on a computer, same thing you do in your own mind. So if you're a computer person, you would appreciate that
right
example I used. But some of the things I use is like a computer. When a computer operation slows down, it's when it has too much information on it. And sometimes our minds work the same way. When we're overloaded mentally, we tend to slow down. We tend to only focus. And then even on a computer, when you're constantly seeing like the same things pop up and stuff like that, it's how the paradigm works within our mind. So, but I don't want to get too deep into that because we got some more to get into. But that is the inspiration, and that's why I wanted to touch on that. I want people to understand that our mind is more than just, the organ that's in your head. It's not just the brain, it's the mind, it's your thoughts. All those are three different things. Your brain is the organ, your mind is the information inside the organ, your thoughts is how you decipher through these information. Those are the three different things. So, yeah.
So what would you like to focus on tonight? Because I want to kind of give you the floor, because I can go through your entire book if I wanted to. Well, tonight.
This is your interview. You have particular post-its. Wherever your post-it goes.
Yes, I do.
So you can.
But I do want you to talk briefly more just about like the loving yourself, because I think that's something that as far as mental health goes, a lot of people need to have a better understanding of what it is to to have self-love, especially during this pandemic, because a lot of people are out here stressed out, they're depressed, they're not taking care of themselves physically, spiritually or emotionally.
Absolutely. And the one thing I want to definitely touch on is the fact that most people don't realize that when it comes to like self-love, is you know what, before I even get into self-love, let me give you pretty much a synopsis of what the book is and pretty much what it is about. So Level Up, Living Your Best Life is a self-help book showing people how you can, how by working yourself from the internal aspect of you, how you could change your life and better the life, the life that's happened externally. So you work from inside out. So one of the things I talked about is the first chapter, Man and Mirror, getting to know yourself. Second chapter, loving yourself unconditionally, because it's not just loving yourself. It's deeper than just love. Oftentimes we love ourselves as good as how life goes, and that's not it. That's not love. That's temporary love. That's you may love the way you look. You may love how things are going. You may love the fact that you're making money. But the truth is, you should love every aspect of you, because if you don't love that part of you, then none of that matters. None of it matters. It doesn't matter if some people love themselves because their money is good. You lose your money, what happens?
That's it.
Some people love themselves because they look good. Let's say, not good, I'm not trying to wish nothing on nobody, but what if something happened, your looks are forever altered? Do you stop loving yourself then? You cannot love yourself based on things that is finite, because they're not forever. But who we are, our energy within, that's here for good, because the energy transcends the life that we live in at this current moment. And we need to show ourselves that is the purpose of loving yourself unconditionally.
Yes. Yes, thank you for for explaining that, because I think that was important for people to hear, that self-love is the foundation of you. So I needed to hear that. So I just wanted to talk briefly about that. I also wanted to, I guess we can delve right into I got all these notes, these posters in here, but you talked about how people need to get to know themselves better. And I think that correlates with self-love as well. Being comfortable, I should say, being by themselves first.
Absolutely.
I think that's important.
And I know you personally, we know each other for years. I know you used to practice this a lot. You used to take yourself out on dates.
Yeah, sure did.
Doing that. That's a form of self-love. I use that as an example. You don't need anyone to. You have to treat yourself the way you want someone else to treat you. Oftentimes, we wait for somebody else to do things for us to feel like, oh, we're appreciating love. You got to do that for yourself. Take yourself on a date. Go out go out by yourself. I just moved to Florida.
Yes.
When I moved out here, it's been over 2 years. I didn't know anybody out here like that. I knew a few people here and there, and I connected. But even so, I still went out places by myself. If I could call somebody up and say, Vice President.
That's right.
I'm being Vice President. Salute.
I don't know about it. Y'all can take that. I let Javone can do that. I'm gonna be the vice president over here.
Nah, they don't want me president.
Why? You can do it.
Listen. I will make National World Meditation Day, World Alignment Day, Level Up Day. We gonna all these different things.
We level up every day though.
Absolutely, the powers of being gonna want me in there.
I just saw my cousin just posted that Kanye West had 1% of the vote.
Salute to Kanye.
Yeah. So it's like if he got 1% of the vote, it's definitely possible for us to make it in this election.
You know what I mean? It's possible for anybody because the truth is, anybody literally. It's not. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a process, but there's people you can run for president if you're independent. Like
right.
As an independent, you could create your own party, your own cause, and run for it. It's not something that's just reserved for the Democrat and the Republican. If you look on the ballot, there are different people from independent parties that is running for presidency. So that's something we all can do. Right. That won't be me ever in life. Nope. That's not what I'm here for. And that's not what I'm here for. We're going to talk about that very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One favorite. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to finish what I was saying.
That's okay.
All right. So yeah. So for the first chapter, first process, because my chapters are called process. Mm-hmm. So the purpose of we have to learn how to introduce ourselves to who we are. We have to reintroduce ourselves to ourselves because sometimes we see ourselves from other people's perspective. We always sharing. We when somebody tells us something, we start to believe it internally. We start to internalize. Mm-hmm. So when somebody tell you, "Oh, you're not smart enough to do this," you start to believe it. When somebody tell you, you look this way, you start to believe it because you have people telling you about you and you haven't done the work to tell yourself about you. So once you learn how to learn about you, then you can move to the next part when it start loving. And self-love is great, but you have to know who you are before you can start loving yourself. And that's what I want to touch on.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. That's like I said, it's the foundation. If you don't have this, if you don't love yourself, it's almost as though like, how are you going to love, the next person, or be able to receive love?
And
so I think that's a big thing.
And that's one of the hardest things in people, because I'm gonna tell you now, there are people who are in relationships that are getting married and they haven't established that love for themselves that they expect from the partner that they're marrying or that they're with. And a lot of these divorces and all these stuff happens because people haven't figured out who they are internally. So love yourself. That's the easiest love to give, is the love to you. Everything else is going to happen when it's going to happen, but loving you takes no other person but you to establish. Now, loving somebody else and you want that to be reciprocal. You want you to love them and they love you on that same level. But to love you takes just you.
So. That's something. Yeah, that's powerful right there that you just said. It only takes you. It doesn't involve nobody else. I wanted to talk about, this is probably my favorite chapter. Well, I would say my second favorite chapter. When you talk about process 3, aligning your gifts, passion, and purpose. You wrote in your book, you said, your purpose is simply what you came here to do. You said the moment you combine your gifts with your passion, you can be in alignment with your purpose, because when combined with what you are naturally good at, with something you enjoy doing, that energy can create opportunities to shape the world the way only you can do it. So I really like those lines. It was something I was sitting and I was like, okay, this is something I can think about, because that's a big thing that people struggle with, especially, you know, when they get to their 30s. What is their purpose in life? They don't know what their purpose. They don't believe they even have a purpose anymore. And you said that your purpose is not for you. Your purpose is supposed to be in service to others, whether it's people in your family, your community, or even the masses. And I'm a big believer in that whatever you do in life, whatever your purpose is, that you're supposed to be of service to others. So I appreciate you putting that in this book.
Absolutely, and I definitely want to expound on that because it's something I struggled with before I turned 30. So it was like that place in my life. I'm wondering, like, yo, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Like, I'm here, I'm happy, but I'm not really happy. I don't know why I'm here. I got to a point where I hit a wall. I'm like, this is all I'm good for. When you know until you're here for more. And when I realized is that the things that I was very passionate about is the things that breed results. Even if that passion was temporary. Even once I lit that flame, I went that direction, and it brought me and it connected me to the next part, which eventually comes into me doing what I'm doing now. So that's the thing that I realize is that following your passion, those are things, that's that fire within you. That's the thing that makes you feel good. Those are the things that matter, because what can happen at any point is that the moment that you stop following your passions, those are the things that cause people to go become depressed. These are the things that cause people to feel like they don't have no purpose. They don't know why they're here, because that fire that's inside of you is not lit, or is barely lit. You want to have that fire that's in you. You want that thing to be lit, like you want that.
Yes, light it up.
You know when you use some gas stoves and it's that clicking sound, because that's the highest it's going to get. That's what you want your passion to be. You want your passion to be full tilt. You want that blue passion, blue passion that's inside of you, which is the hottest fire. So once you have that passion lit inside of you, that's because you're doing things that make that fire lit. It gives you a reason to be here. Because when it comes to gifts, we are gifted in many different ways.
Yes, I agree.
You have some people that got a gift of gab. You got some people who visually can just see something and just create art on a canvas. They could design a room. They can. You got people that can hear frequencies on a different level, and they can tell you how to adjust this. You got people that can hear music and know it can tell you what note you're playing without ever seeing what you're playing. Like there are people who are gifted in many different ways. People who are gifted writers. People who are gifted in many ways. But just because you have a gift, that doesn't mean you're servicing. You are servicing with your gift, because many people who are gifted. And the reason why a lot of gifted people either go crazy, lose themselves, or put themselves in a position where they commit suicide is because they recognize how talented they are, but they're not serving anything that is keeping them. They're not doing it from a place of passion. They're doing it from a place of duty. So when you have a gift, you got to align that with your passion. So your gift is something that you're good at. Your passion is something that you love doing. Once you do those two things, a purpose is going to create, because you're going to realize, now I can show the world how to do this. Now I can show the world what I'm doing and how I can do that. And it may not be you showing the world. You live your passion. You might inspire your daughter. You might inspire some little cousin. You might inspire your parents that sees you and realize, oh, life isn't over. And you might inspire them. You don't know who you can inspire, because one thing about energy is this: it's infectious. When you're happy, I mean, I'm not talking about happy because you went and got your favorite dress out the store, or you got some McDonald's at the drive-thru. I'm talking about so that you're in this place of joy. You're so happy that you just overflowing joy. And when people see that, they see that change in you, and many people are going to attract you. Some may hate on you and try to throw dirt on there and try to darken that, but that's usually a smaller sum. The biggest sum are the people who are drawn to you because they want some of that energy and they want to know how to get that energy that you have.
Right. And I always love the idea of that. And if you want to be around those type of people, you have to have that type of energy yourself in order to attract them to you.
Absolutely.
And you're definitely a prime example of that, of attracting the type of energy that you want in your life. And that actually goes into your chapter 4, or should I say process 4? I don't want to call it chapter 4. I want to be, correct. So your process 4. And let me see. I had something really good. It's like every page in this book is something that I could talk about. But I like your line where you said, small circles are for small-minded people. Increase your network and increase your net worth. This is in your process for building meaningful relationships. So do you want to talk more about that? And
I remember when I had posted that. Like,
really?
I think 2 years ago, I had posted that. Small circle for small-minded people. And people was, wait,
what happened? I don't think I saw that.
It was some years ago, and the reason why people has fallen in love with this idea of having a small circle because they feel like majority of people you can't trust, and you can't trust everybody. You need a small knit. The truth is about a small circle is this, and I talk about it in the book, and I'm going to be reading something. I'm going to be saying what I put in the book. When you have a small circle, that means your circle is limited to your net worth is limited to the people that you surround yourself with consistently. Now, if you're only surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, they're on the same circumstances as you, then the truth is, who's helping who be better? You need people to guide in life, because no matter what you do in life, fulfillment comes from when we're showing others how to do what we're doing. Whether it's on the job, you could be training somebody on the job. I know sometimes you might be training somebody to take your job, but I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about you training people, you're helping people. That's part of what helps that flame stay lit. It's by helping somebody. But you also want to have people that's guiding you.
Mentors.
Mentorship. We need coaches. We need people. We need people to show up. We need those people to definitely guide us in the way we need to go. Like, that's part of life. It's part of it. So you telling me you got a small circle of 5, 4, whatever number, and all of y'all in the same situation? Because the truth is, whatever your circumstance is majority of the people who are in the same situation. You might have one person doing better in one area, another person, but the truth is, y'all all in the same circumstance. And if you're constantly around the same people all the time, who's feeding who new? Because if you don't got a mentor, they ain't got a mentor. Because if they get a mentor, they're going to tell you, oh, I got this mentor, you need to get one. If my mentor might mentor you. But y'all not having those conversations. Y'all just having regular conversations about whatever person you're messing with, whatever drama's in your life, whatever drama you see on TV, whatever stuff that is not helping growth. And I'm not knocking, but it can't be just those conversations. It has to be accountability. Where you at with your goals? What are you doing with your finances? Do you have a financial plan? I might need help with mine. These are the different conversations you gotta have. And the truth is, if you run into a financial situation, you need to borrow money, and you're broke, and your friends that's in your circle is broke. How y'all helping each other? Like, you need somebody that you guys need somebody that you can go to and say, hey, I need a couple $1,000 to help me out. And the one mentality, and I used to think like this, and I know many people thinks like this, is that they feel as though is that only poor people ask to borrow money. No, only poor people don't pay them back. Rich people borrow money from other rich people all the time. Because when you need money, you need situation, you see value in it for whatever reason, if it's just to keep the lights on, or if it's to invest in something that's valuable, no one is hesitant to ask somebody they rely upon. The truth is, most people value a small circle because they are afraid of losing people or people doing them wrong.
Jeff Jenkins said, "Let me borrow a couple $1,000."
We'll talk. Get the book first.
Yeah, get the book. That's right.
Get the book. Get the book, and I should. The book. The book
whole process on that.
The
developing
book
a money mindset.
On your own. You know what I mean? So the truth is, and it's not about money also, because information is more valuable than the dollar, because the dollar is just the physical tool. That's just the dollar. Information is currency. There's a difference between the dollar and currency. When you get to chapter 6, I give you the difference.
Yeah. And anyone who's coming on right now watching us, as I said earlier, just leave a comment or a little wave so we can see it. And well, Javon and I both can see it, and we can give you a shout out. And we're here to help answer any questions. Please utilize him tonight. I know Javon is a busy man, so we're trying to get all the knowledge that we can get, in tonight. I also like how you brought up the more quality people you are connected with, better your chances of you having a quality life. So that was really cool. That's also from the same process chapter about building meaningful relationships.
Absolutely, because one thing about poverty, and reason why most people are in poverty, the people that are in poverty, is because they have lack of resources. Now, resources come from people who are resourceful. You need to be connected with people who are connected with these resources, or you connect yourself with these resources, because you're as connected as the people you're close to is connected with. And if you have 10 people who has 10 people they connected with, and they have 10, then you see how big your network is.
Right.
But you have 1 or 2 good people, and they only have 1 or 2, maybe less, because you probably the only person they trust, and you only trust them. Your network is only limited to the people who don't have the resources that you may need in life, because they're in the same situation as you.
And you mentioned that in one of the other process chapters where you talk about poverty. I think it's your money mindset. Yes, that's where I'm looking at. Where you talk about that. You said one of the most selfish things you can do is purposely stay in poverty when you know better. Now, I thought that ties into that as well. It's really like, I don't want to necessarily jump the gun too fast, but your money mindset chapter really hit a lot of nails, teaching people about spending money is not only great for continuing to flow, but it also sends a signal to the universe that you're open to receive more. So it's important to have the right people around you, because if not, you're not going to be open to more. You're going to be closed up to more. You got to be open to the money, and that usually means expanding your resources.
Absolutely. As the old street saying is, scared money don't make no money.
No, it sure don't.
That is the truth. If you're scared to lose, you're going to lose anyway.
Right.
Because that's usually what happens. You're scared to lose money, you lose it anyway, because your bill's going to take that money. Your bad habits going to take that money. Everything. People will not invest in any business, any company, but they will go to the store and buy some clothes or buy something that will not bring in more money. because they feel as though that if I'm paying for something, I'm getting the value of what I paid for, but I could lose money if I invest it. But the truth is, you can gain more money if you invest it than if you just buy clothes. Now, it's different if you're buying clothes that's helping with your business looking, you're doing it for a purpose. But a lot of times people go to the club and go to the store and buy clothes for the club or buy clothes for a turn up or something to look good in so they can get validation from people that don't really have no value to your life. And that's the truth. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm gonna tell y'all all this. I'm dropping all this information. I didn't just get to this point. Like I didn't grow. I wasn't born like this. I was that person. I was that person that would rather go and spend $100 on an outfit to look good to go out or to go and do things than to put that money into something that's going to bring in more money. I was that person. I'm no different. I wasn't no different than who I'm talking to. And the reason why I can write a book like this because I can tell you real life experiences. What I'm talking about is not some clever things that I've read in quotes and books and videos and stuff. A lot of this is real life experiences and seeing my progression going from who I was to who I am now and even to who I'm going to be, because not everything in that book I talked about was where I was at that current moment physically, but mentally I was beyond my current purpose, and that will be covered. Understanding that will be covered in the next book.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that now that you brought up having the next book. Even that was a surprise to me. Actually, no, I'm not going to say a surprise because I knew, based on the value of this first book, that there would definitely be a second book coming. So now I'm looking forward to that too, because this really was an interesting book. Again, if people, if guys can see that I have the book here, Level Up: How to Start Living Your Best Life Now. So it is available right now on Amazon. Perfect place. Everybody shops on Amazon, so there's no reason why they can't purchase your book.
Y'all, everybody in Amazon Prime, get that thing to you real quick. You got that?
I'm loving that Amazon Prime too. You don't even have to wait. Free delivery, 2 days. You can even pick the days of the week that you want.
So,
I wanted to bring up. This is from your process 5 chapter, Sexual Energy and Manifestation. You were talking about learning how to control your mind in all situations and how that can help you a lot in life. So I like that. I just wanted to bring that, that up, because a lot of people act like they don't have any control over things. So they just kind of just accept whatever, comes their way. And it really is dealing with how you think in your mind first.
Absolutely. See, people biggest mistake is that they surrender their power to other people or other circumstances or other entities that does not exist within them or in their reality. And oftentimes, like perfect example, we in this political situation and we dealing with who's going to be the next president, stuff like that. And I'm not knocking anybody's choice for who they vote for, whoever it is. The biggest problem I find when it comes to like politics is that, and this is why I don't like talk politics, is that people are more concerned with how other people view or who other people will vote for and who other people are supporting. And the truth is, you can't control that. If you feel like because this person support them, you don't want to deal with them, that is your choice. You have that choice. But other people have the choice to not deal with you because of your choice either. And all you can do is accept that people are going to feel different from you, regardless of your skin color, regardless of circumstances, regardless of how you feel about one candidate against the other. And oftentimes, we allow what other people do to enter our thoughts, and we take our thoughts away from the things we need to manifest in our life. Because the truth is, No one is about to be. There's not anybody that is so invested in politics the way most average people are. None of y'all about to become instant billionaires or millionaires, or finances is going to change drastically based on who gets elected. It's not just going to happen like that.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. Right.
Regardless of if you broke before the election, you're going to be broke afterwards, most likely. And that means you have to work on you to elevate yourself. And when I talk about broke, I'm not talking about finances, because broke is just more. Broke is a mindset. Broke is not just, oh, I ain't got no money in my wallet. No, broke is my mind is broken. It's short for broken. How I view life is broken. How my circumstances is broken. I need fixing up. I need to fix this. I need to heal. I need to work on some things. That's so. If you're in, so putting your energy into something that you're not in control of. See, the thing is, even with this presidency, the popular vote do not mean who wins. So why concern yourself on it? So I don't like talk politics because I'm gonna leave it at that. But but that's the thing about, and the reason why I was talking about sexual energy is because we think about sex and we think about the act of just getting something. You want to just, you know, you want to do it. But the truth is, it's more than just the aspect of sex. Yes.
Definitely.
Sex is the sacred energy exchange. That's what sex is, sacred energy exchange. And when you're vibing with someone at a level and you go and you enter someone's universe, you're connected on a higher level. And when you hit that climax level, all your consciousness is at the same level as all things that's on a higher vibe. And when you're at that highest peak, that's where ultimate manifestation starts. Is no reason why you cannot bring a child into this world or any living being into this world without sex, whether it's humans, animals. You cannot, there's no process of that. Sex has to take part at some point for you to be able to bring human into life. And I know people gonna go religious and stuff like that, but it's all the same. That's all I can say about that. And when you could bring life based a whole living, breathing thing, y'all out there, y'all parents, y'all see your kids grow from they start off as little infants, babies that's in your hand, and they grow to the point they can walk, talk, dress, act. They become their whole own being. I got a 9-year-old, and I'm seeing them in my eyes. So it's like you brought that into the world based off tapping into some sacred energy that creates life, and all life is sacred. So remember that. So now, if you could bring a whole life into based on your sexual energy, what else can you manifest? A car, a house, couple thousand, millions of dollars, whatever. All those things is accessible once you tap into that sacred energy that exists within you, because it's not only sex was not only just for a pleasure experience. It's meant to tap into a higher consciousness and allow all things to come to you that's needed to assist in this world. So that's a lot of reasons why the taboo on sex is what it is, because but that's a different conversation.
And you also talk about like how it can affect you artistically as well. Like it can stir up like your creative flow. So I think that's another element to it as well. But again, that's being able to tap into it.
So now I have to go backwards a little bit, because you just said about sexual energy and artistic ability and creativity. Here's the thing. In the first chapter, I also talk about the 7 chakra points. And that's why on the book cover, as you can see this poster right here, on the book cover, it has the figure with the chakra points, and that's all. Chakra points are energy vortexes that exist within our body. We have more than 7, but 7 is the key ones. Those 7 you want to focus on a lot. So it starts with the root chakra, which is for grounding, staying in the moment. You got your sacral chakra. That is for the sexual energy, also for creativity and healing anxiety. Also, then you have your solar plexus. That's for your willpower. That's why whenever you feel passionate and you're fired about something, you feel that in your gut. That's where your solar plexus is right above your stomach. That's where you feel all of that. Then you have your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is very simple. It's the love.
Yes, that's in the book, you guys. He goes through all the 7 chakras in the beginning of the book. So
absolutely. And then you have your root chakra. That's for your communication. You want that. You have your third eye chakra. That's for foresight. That's for seeing things before it happens. And you have your crown chakra. That's just connected to the higher purpose. Whether you could call it God, universe, whatever you define it as. Your crown chakra is how you get connected to the higher energies and the sacredness. And there's more information you could go through all of this.
Yes,
those are just the basics to give you that. And that's why 5, I'm talking about sexual energy. That's all associated with your sacral chakra, and which is meant for creativity and manifestation. And also, well, when that's unbalanced, that brings a lot of imbalance within your body and within you, to a point you can either crave sex too much or you be asexual, to a point you don't have sex, you don't want that, or it can stop you from being creative and manifesting, and you could be a whole vibrational mess because you're so sacral. And that goes for all your other chakras that's off balance, but I want to speak on that. So yeah.
Okay. And in your book, you talk about briefly about fruits of labor. I think you call it FOL in the book. You want to talk briefly about that, because I don't think people are doing that. Like, I don't think they're enjoying the fruits of the labor. They're just literally just working and then dying. I mean, to put it bluntly, they're not enjoying anything.
That's part of leveling up. Like, okay, when we talk about living your best life, that's it. That's what everybody sees and say, oh, they living their best life. You living your best life. We associate that because people are doing the FOL, which is your fruits of labor. Now, your fruits of labor, that's what you work to do. What good is working hard in and out to have to go back to work day in and day out? Go back to work day in, day out. When are you going to enjoy it? How many people, when's the last time you've been on vacation? When's the last time you traveled outside in the country? You went somewhere and did something for fun, not for work, not for anything that stressed. You were literally in a serene environment and in just enjoying life. We all have to. That's why you work hard. You don't work hard just to pay bills. You work hard.
Supposed to,
for vacation. Because the thing is, after you go on vacation, you have more energy to go back and go after it. Vacation and enjoying life and rewarding yourself. You work hard.
Yes,
and
reward yourself.
You work hard. Like, think about it. Let's visualize this. And a lot of people are going through this. I want to visualize this. You just did a 16-hour shift for work. You've been doing 16-hour shifts for the past few days because you're trying to get that extra money. They got this overtime.
Yes, Tiana. My cousin, she said, so many people are living but not living. That's right, girl.
Facts. And to even put that in a better way, and not even a better way, in a different way, is many people are existing. They exist in the flesh, but they're not living because they're just here. They're just moving as automated pieces. So definitely to put that in that way. And I hope, sorry, I didn't mean to say better, but I meant to say in another way. But the thing is that you have to do more. You have to live full.
Yes, have to.
Full. You should not be on your last breath thinking, damn, there's so much more I should have done. There's so much I should have done. You should be able to live and realize that, hey, regardless, you may not do everything you want to do in life, but you did most of it. And you know that at the end of the day, I had a great life.
Right.
I want, whenever I take my last breath and before I transition, is to know that I did majority of the things I set out to do, and I impacted people. I would not want to.
Yes, that's the biggest thing, the impact that you made.
And if it's up to me, I will keep my body, my mind, and my soul as pure and as fresh as it can till I get those things done. And that's part of living. And you don't want to realize, and trust me, I live experience. It was a point in time I was just working in and out. And I go on my end.
Yes,
and I went on I'm going on IG, and people on the beach, people, they on a cruise ship, they in this country, they in that country. And I'm like, damn, what the hell is wrong with me? Why I'm not doing it? And those things messes with you because you realize you're living half of what you feel that you need to be doing. So I'm telling you owe it to yourself. The example I was about to use is that you work, a few days overtime, 16-hour shifts. Boom. Yeah. You go in, you get into it. What's up, Toya? You get into your car and your engine is knocking against each other. It's barely managing. You don't have a peaceful ride home after all that. You go into your house. Your house is in an area where you have to wonder if something's going to happen to you. This is poverty. Is that you work hard, but nothing changed around you. The thing that I'm gonna tell you this, write this down. Keep this in your soul, your spirit, and your mind. The hardest working people are the people who make the less in America. Yeah. The harder you work, the less you're making. The reason why is because the people who are making the most money are working not the hard. They're working. They work a lot, but they're not working hard. Right. Exactly. Other things to create wealth for them, because wealth is not just created based off what you do. Learning how to leverage. It's important to balance. You have to enjoy life. You have to take daily self-development time. You have to have multiple streams of income as well to truly enjoy life. That is a fact. That is a major fact. And the best, and you said my favorite word, Tiana. You said my favorite word. My favorite word is balance. Balance. Yeah. Because balance is the key to life.
Go ahead, cousin.
Balance is the key to life. You have to be balanced. You can't be working so hard and not enjoying life, but you can't be enjoying life so much that you're not working. Work hard, play hard, but you can't be doing more than that. You need wealth and wisdom. That's a fact. You have to be able to have the cumulative wealth, but then also have the wisdom to know how to use it to benefit you. Wisdom, it comes with life and experience. And oftentimes we miss out on these things because we're too busy on chasing the thing that look good to us, that looks that shiny new object, and we're not really doing the work within us and realizing that work within matters. So
it definitely does.
so I'm telling y'all, work on your, take vacation. If you haven't vacation for the rest of 2020, by the earliest go take a flight. If you got to spend a weekend, how much does a trip on a weekend cost? Because the truth is, It's not expensive to travel. What it is, it's with proper planning and proper budgeting, you can travel for a good amount of money. You telling me you can't save a couple of $100 to go travel somewhere? Travel's part of it, and trust me, FLL is not just about travel, but that's the best part of it. That's, in my opinion, the best part of enjoying your fruits of labor. Flights are dirt cheap right now. Shoot, man, listen, I know some people that is flying right now as we speak, and they flew yesterday. Like, people are taking advantage of that.
Yes, Tiana, do that. I'll definitely come out because I need to get out the area too.
Treat for everyone. Yes, come to do that. I will help you. You know I'm. By the way, Tiana, I'm going to be doing a book signing event in the beginning of next year by your area, but we'll talk on the afterwards of that.
Connect.
So we because I got a book signing event after the new year on the 18th of January. No, it's the 18th of January. I'm doing a big signing event. Trust me, you could definitely do that retreat. I'm looking forward to it. Trust me, and I definitely want to do a lot of mindfulness and stuff like that. I'm looking to do some major things. Listen, but and then the next part is this.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna reach out to you. But the thing I want to leave with when it comes to FLL is this: we want better for our lives. Part of leveling up is the internal work, because we do the work internally to change our environment externally. We want to level up retreat. I like that.
Yes.
We're on the same page because we gotta talk. But yeah, so we had this idea that this is another quote I want to drop on everybody. We always say that we are the product of our environments.
Yes.
And the truth is reverse. We're not the product of our environments. The environments are a product of us. Oftentimes, yes, because oftentimes we think that our environment is us and we are the mirror, but it's reversed. The environment is the mirror and we are us. But if you don't see no mirror, then you don't know which one is. You might think the environment is a person, but truth is the person is the environment. It took me having to move out of Irvington to realize how powerful when you work on yourself, how you can manifest a different environment for you. I'm not telling you something that sounds good. This is real life. The moment I worked on myself and I healed myself, I changed my environment. My environment changed. And it wasn't in the most pleasant of circumstances. But I was you're a product of your actions and your decisions. That is how I say things. You're never a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you, because your decisions and the things that you do creates an environment around you. So the moment that you work, create and think about vacation, plan your vacation, plan everything, plan to live life, because it's not a guarantee. 2020 has taught us that life is not guaranteed, because as many people, because of coronavirus, has taken a lot of people out. And
sure has.
Trust me, you do not want to be one of these people who are in a situation where you're taking your last breath and you're thinking, damn, I should have did more. Because trust me, it's happened.
That's the worst.
Because part of leveling up is making sure that you have your dream house, the house that you envision. Why can't you have your dream house? You dream it, you create it in your mind. Why can't it exist around you? Why can't you drive that dream car? Why every dream that you have, you create it in your mind, you can't have it physically around you? It's in your mind for a reason. All you have to do is put some effort into it, work on yourself, get a vision. Because your dream is something that's involuntary. When you start to envision it, that's something you're doing. Once you envision it, you put energy into it, it will come into your physical everyday reality. And that's what that is. Woo.
Yes. Tell it. Woo. He said woo. Do you have a final on the Q tip that you would like to share, whether it's about having a money mindset or becoming a money magnet, or about relationships or just sexual energy? Do you have anything that you want to add? And then we're going to get into your announcement regarding your book.
All right, so everything that I'm saying in here, you want to focus on. Loving yourself is the key, the first thing to do, because that's what we control no matter what. Love yourself. You may not control the people that you attract all the time. You do for the most part, but there's times you may not attract the right people into your circle, or you might try to attract a person that's there to help you grow in some way, and it may be a little painful, it may be a little shocking to the system, but the truth is they were there for a purpose, and they serve their purpose, and it's for you to find the purpose in that. You have to find a purpose for the pain that you went through. That's part of life. That's why the chapters give passion and purpose, because oftentimes you have Cash saying he can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Hold up. If everybody that can't, if you're tuning in and you can hear, please let me know. If you can't, Cash, if it's just you, try raising your volume. If you're doing that and it's not working, I don't know. Hopefully everybody else can hear. But let me know if anything changes. Anybody else
says she can hear.
Yeah. Tiana can hear. All right, so good. So the thing that whatever pain that you have within you, you have to find a purpose for it. And that's the message I want to leave to you, because at the end of the day, my last chapter, and I'm just going to quickly talk about it, is leaving a legacy. Yes. And point of life is to leave a legacy.
Talk about that.
We're not going to be here forever. Our human flesh is finite. We're not going to be here forever. But the work that we do, the energy that we leave on this planet, the things that we do to help other people, those things will last. There's a reason why Michael Jackson is not here, but we still bump his music, because that music is here forever. Napoleon Hill wrote a book, Think and Grow Rich, back in 1936. And in 2020, in 2020, that is considered the greatest self-help book sold in all time. It's because he left a legacy. I wrote a book because I wanted something to last longer than I'm here. That's my book, is my legacy. The work I'm going to do with this book is my legacy. Many things going to do. And legacy starts with you doing all the things that you're passionate about. Everything I talk about in this chapter, you do all of that to the T, you're leaving an incredible legacy. Because I promise you, there's many people that may not do it. So if you're going to do all of that, you're leaving a legacy. And I have a daughter. I'm passing my legacy to my daughter. But for those that don't have kids, you can pass your legacy regardless, because there are many kids in this world that don't have their parents pass a legacy to them. And you're passing legacy by being who you are.
Yes, definitely tell them, because people think, like you said, well, either our children or around. There's other people that you can influence in this world, and you definitely have to. In my opinion, I feel like you need to share your knowledge before you go. It doesn't have to be your child; it can be anyone that needs it. It can be another adult. that you're sharing your legacy with.
Absolutely.
So I know you wanted to talk to people. Oh, Kashmir, he wrote a comment. He said, I read the book and I like it. I read it 4 times. Damn, boy.
Salute to you. Salute to you, man. He's definitely, you have to do it and go towards your purpose. That's my thought. That's a fact. Healing is the part of it. And you can heal yourself definitely through loving and learning and nurturing who you are. That's a fact. And thank you for your support, man. I truly appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. You left a comment. You came 1 minute and bounced. You came here and said stay for the whole. You came way halfway through.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody. And we love when people interact with us, because that's important, especially for me. I just love being able to talk with people. I like making things feel, personable when I'm on here, especially. And because we can't see people, like even you and I, we can't sit necessarily in person, we're still able to have this interview tonight. So it's definitely a blessing to be able to just to be in the same environment. You're one of those people that I done built up that relationship with. Definitely have influenced me, to level up. Before I even wrote this book, you were encouraging me to level up in life. So I just want to thank you for that. I know you wanted to share with the viewers more so about your book.
All right. So what I'm also going to be doing, offering towards the end of this month, probably a little before Black Friday weekend, I'm going to be doing a sale with my book. Is I have an audiobook available. The audio version to my book is available. Well, it's finished. I will be making it available very soon. So please, if you're looking to get a book or you want to get an audiobook, stay connected to me. My Instagram is at the bottom, which is Javone, the Dr. _Love Jones.
Right.
You can find me on Facebook, Javone Jones, Javone Dr. Love Jones. You can find me on all social media. And if you're looking to get an audiobook, definitely stay connected to me, and I will let you know when those information is available. So yes, I got an audiobook. And the beautiful thing about audiobook, I got an audiobook. It comes, you could just listen it by itself, the voice or the reading, or if you like me, like meditation, like that peaceful sonic music, listen, I got that available to you. So whatever you like, I got it.
Yes, whatever you like, you got it. I heard that. So do you have anything else that you want to share tonight, whether it's about your book or just anything that you feel like you haven't had a chance to say yet?
No, I think that's it. Just be connected to me. I'm going to be doing a book club very soon where every week, a day of the week, we're going to be discussing different parts of the chapter from a weekly basis. So
okay, wow, that's
dope. One thing I learned from your book is that it took me 4 years to hear from my kid. He taken from me for 2 years from his mother. That's when I knew I was healed, when I read your book, man. That's part of it, man. And we all have some situations that it's hard to heal from because it's a shock to our system. The things that we really want, and trust me, the thing about writing a book has healed me. And that's the truth.
Yes,
like
I can imagine it.
From putting these stuff on paper, because there's certain things that I had within me. Like I by the way, I write this book now. I published my book in 2020, but in 2018 I was dealing with depression. So there's people that's right now that's dealing with depression, especially if they're in the house, they're going through stuff. They're not in their right space of mind.
Right, they are. Yeah.
But when you get through that, you heal yourself, you work on yourself, you don't know what the beautiful world that's awaiting for you, because you just been viewing this world from this toxic, negative viewpoint. But when you realize that the world is beautiful, the trees is beautiful, the sky is beautiful, even the rooms are beautiful. When you get that level of appreciation of life, then you realize how living is worth it. Because
it sure is.
This fresh air that you're breathing in, that is, oh man, that is the greatest.
It's everything.
I knew that. Be able to breathe is everything.
And I think this year taught us that, or it should have.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Literally being able to take in the fresh air. Kashmir said that's a fact. Yes.
Yes.
So again, I just wanted to, appreciate you coming on. I know I'm about to, sign off. And, it's just, just been a blessing. I might have to go back like Kashmir and go back, like I said earlier, and read, either the whole book again or go and read, certain chapters. And I'm just happy for you. And
then one thing to say that I didn't say is that it's only 150 pages. It's not a big book. It's a slight read, easy read, but I made sure I put enough in there that you gain value from it. that you will want to read over and over again because you can learn something new each time. So that's what I wanted from you. And thank everybody that's supported, that purchased. I'm grateful for you.
Thank you, Chris.
If you value, Chris, what's up? What's up, man? Man, thank you for support, man. Thank you. And thank you for I want to say this message to you directly. I see the love and energy that's between you and my good friend Quadria. You've obviously sparked some fire within her. She always talks about you, so you're a good dude. Continue. I hope that love evolve into something bigger and y'all grow with each other and support. Because one thing is, I love to see my friends happy, and if you're helping my friend be happy, salute to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you, and that mean a lot to me. I know it was directed towards me. I know you were talking about me, but it feels good to hear that. He's definitely been a support with me. He has his own podcast, and he didn't even, drop his podcast tonight because he didn't want it to interfere with mine. So I really appreciate, him even thinking, that way. So thank you, brother. Oh, Kashmir said, yeah, we need a book from you too. I have a little something. I'm not gonna put it out there yet, but I'm definitely manifesting. I'm leveling up too. So I've definitely been influenced by Javone.
Man, and let me give it back to you. I think you've grown. I've seen your growth over these years. It's been some years, and when you're doing what you're doing, you're inspiring me to do what I do because you're very consistent. You go week in, week out. Even if you take a break within, you always start back. Even you had Scholar Media, now it's live on the Q. You've always you've been leveling up too. So it's not just me. It's not just my book. It's who you are. You've been doing it yourself. So just continue on this path of excellence, and we just gonna keep rising to the top now. Give me what you got. I'm about to play that afterwards. That's something in my head for me.
Yeah, I know. Cash will say, hey, tell them how you got called. Come on, tell us.
Because back in the days on Facebook, and correct me if I'm wrong, because Cat known me for a long time. So I used to be putting up these love posts on like social media, whether it was on Twitter or Facebook. There's all these love quotes, and it's like,
I remember that.
Love, and that's why I'm with that. But even like that was like since 2008 that I went with Dr. Love, like 2008. Like that's what 12 years ago. Like damn, I'm old. So since I'm 18 and 19, I wasn't even a full adult. I didn't even know what the name meaning was. But all I just knew was that I felt the energy of love. I just want to share. I just want to help everyone do it. So definitely, and I'm grateful for that. And salute to y'all. How to teach your lady and how to go about it. It was great shit. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You just put all your business out there.
Mind you, it's not like I was in like I didn't have relationship experience at this time. I was really young. I ain't had no kid. I don't know where this came from. It's just something that's for me. Woo! Man, it's nothing like having an old person to remind you of who you are.
They sure will. When you be like, this is a new me, they're like, no. I remember the old you. So
facts.
People don't forget nothing.
And sometimes I go on like on this day posts and just be like, damn, I wrote that. It's like 12 years. It's like 12 years ago. Like, damn, I'm really young.
And it'd be good, like he said, good shit too. You'd be like, wow, I didn't even know I had that knowledge back then.
Absolutely. And sometimes when you go back then, I could always see a lot of things. I'm like, damn, I was like that. But then it's like, damn, I was like that. doing those things that I was not. I was like, damn, I was a little toxic. I was a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This is
I have a few of those.
there's a positive part of me where it's like, man, I was this. So who I am, it makes me is a confirmation to know that I am who I'm supposed to be. I am on this path because that's what I was here for. And the truth is, I just want everybody. And this is the last thing I want to say is I want everybody. I don't care what your financial circumstances is. I don't care what your personal growth is. I don't care whatever it is. Make sure you are doing things to be the best version of you. You were born on a purpose. You was not here to be average. You was not here to be just regular. You was here to do some great things. And that's the beautiful part of life, is to know that you are here for a purpose and you are here to impact this world. If no one ain't tell you that, I'm telling you that. And if everybody telling you that, believe them. Yeah. So, and also make sure if y'all got any questions, listen, reach out to me. I'm going to be doing. I'm a coach. I'll be doing sessions. I'm an author. I'll be doing speaking. There's so many things that you're gonna get to learn with me. So just look out, because this ain't gonna be my last time on the Q podcast. And when something else happens, I'm gonna have to hit you up like, hey, put me on your schedule. So you know what it is.
And again, I wanted to shout you out for wearing my shirt. I appreciate that. And I have my on the Q line. This is my hood. This has been selling. So
I might need one when I come to Jersey. I'm gonna need one when I come to Jersey. Like, I don't need no hoodie out here. Not right now.
I have V-neck tees too. I have tote bags as well.
V-necks.
So I have it's a mix of different things. So, but just out here, Jersey is cold, so everybody's been purchasing. Yeah.
I'm gonna be up there in a few weeks too. So come out. I'm gonna be up there in a few weeks.
It's on Teespring. You can go on the website, teespring.com. So you guys who are watching, help support a sister, my brand. Every dollar goes towards, building my On the Q Productions. And, I'm out here as well trying to help, the community, too. Despite, all this what's going on with the pandemic and everything, I'm still trying to find ways how I can help, my people, especially when it comes to health, because that's what my brand is all about. Personal health, wellness, and fitness. I got my water here. I've been drinking my water every day. I pretty much cut out, sodas. So I'm on my health journey, and I want to help people, around me, the people in my life, and help all of us so that we can live a healthy lifestyle, because we need to be here longer. We need to be here so that we can leave a legacy. If we're not here, we can't leave the legacy. So.
Yes, and it's amazing. We've been on for a while, and I didn't.
Yes.
I've been in for an hour, and I ain't even touched nothing.
This guy.
Salute. But I even said nothing about my fitness stuff too. I've been getting it in. Like, I say that humbly. I've been working out and losing this weight. I'm in the smaller percent of people who lost weight in quarantine. So
that wasn't me.
So but that's part of life and growth and realizing that I want to be here for a long time. And if I gotta go, it gotta be something that is out of my control. It ain't gonna be because you ate too much. Like, that cheese, you had one cheeseburger too much, or you had something. I want to change that. But we've been on long enough.
Well, we're doing it though. We're healthy lifestyle influencers, so we're definitely doing it. And I just want to end on this note: keep sweating yourself to a healthier self. So keep that in your mind as well. But again, Javone, Dr. Love Jones, I'm always appreciative of you coming on. You're always welcome to come on, especially when book number 2 arrives. That's when I'm definitely excited to talk to you.
Look forward to book 2. I'm looking forward to book 2.
I know you're looking forward to it. I think anybody who reads this book is going to be looking forward to the next version, or the upgraded version, because there's nothing you can do but go up from here. Yeah, I just said I'm drinking a beer now.
I might crack a beer too. Hey,
crack a little something.
My
oh no,
mention,
if you were in Jersey, I was gonna say you could smoke a little something because now it's legalized. But
oh, trust me, I'll be blazing up in Jersey. But I want to say
I know that. All right, we good say that.
Listen, I'm only joking with that. I don't care. I'll be smoking and drinking. Hey, you know, but no, trust me. And my mentor says that once you take care of your body fitness wise, what you decide to eat and drink is your choice, but make sure you do the work. You know, so
yes. So again, I thank you guys for coming on tonight. Again, Javon, I appreciate you again. So we're gonna sign off. He left the link for your Amazon is on there already, and you guys know how to connect with him. You can always, Javon, you can always leave your social media handles, you know, underneath, you know, the video, so people can reach out to you.
Definitely will.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go jam. Yeah, we shout out. We always been shout out, y'all. Hey MJ. All right, Javon, have a good night, brother.
Have a great night. Peace.
All right, good night, you guys.